I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
Just watch me. Just watch me.
I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
Just watch me.
So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
Just watch me. Watch me. Just watch me.
Something tonight I'll be guessing, but I don't really have a case. You don't have to mention, you just like their attention. It's written all over your face. I don't wanna play the quiet type when I'm near you, reading old messages on my phone every time I see you. Tell me, is this part of an act, just to keep your image intact? If you think that strategy's smart, I'm not gonna defend my beating heart. Defend my beating heart. You knocked on my window and slept on my pillow, then said you had found your place. Not sure if I want this. You don't think that I notice. This isn't like giving you space. I don't wanna play the quiet type when I'm near you, pretending that I don't know who you are every time I see you. Tell me, is this part of it?
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Seaninestudios. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. I was downstairs making coffee, and my son decided to make coffee right now. So I had to wait for him to finish. And Nacho said, should it count up now? That's awesome. I want to draw your attention over there. StreamYards has made a update. They have added a couple more animated themes. So that's really, really cool. You can see that Nacho is commenting from YouTube. And if I was streaming to multiple sources, it would tell you where he's commenting from, which is amazing because there's been times when I have streamed to Facebook and YouTube at the same time, and people would comment and I'd have no idea where they're coming from. So that's awesome. Now, the downside of that is if I stream to 2 YouTube channels at the same time, then I'm going to be lost. But that's cool. And let's see what the other update is. I'm just curious. The bubbles is the one that I chose. I like the bubbles, but this is block. So let's do. That's kind of cool. It doesn't look good with Brent's circle. Let's see what we got here. Now that one looks pretty cool. So if anybody has like a full-on avatar, then that looks cool. But we are going to change back to bubble because I'm into that. I like the bubble. So what's up with y'all? I've been in a rush. So this morning my studio was all a shambles because I'm on Christmas break, and took everything down and made everything crazy. And so for the last 2 hours, I've been rearranging my office just to get this up again because I was like, oh crap, my live stream's tonight. It's weird being on vacation because you don't have, like, I kind of live off of my work calendar. So like different meetings happen on different days. So I get kind of used to what day it is. But when I'm off, when I have downtime, like I have no idea what day it is. And yeah, I saw the trash man pick up our trash, and I was like, oh crap, it's Tuesday night. And then Nacho sent me a message. He was asking what we're going to talk about tonight. So that spawned the Oculus Quest. I haven't talked about the Oculus Quest in a while. I was going to make a VR YouTube channel because I love VR so much, but I'm having a hard time keeping up with this channel, right? So another channel would not work out. I got my rooms to go office chair tonight. So it's kind of like, it's almost like a recliner. It feels great, actually. I might fall asleep on this stream. I'm so comfortable. But I've been working at home since March. And I've been kind of like numb in the legs from time to time because my other chair was, I mean, it's comfortable, but it's not meant to sit in for hours and hours. So we are going to use this chair since I'm going to be working from home until April, looks like, maybe even longer, but we'll see what happens with COVID. Hopefully a bunch of people will get better from all of the advances in science that are happening. And I'm getting this weird thing with my camera tonight. It's almost like, do you guys see like a wave? Is that me? Like, is that my desk? Not sure what's making that happen. I've updated the lighting. So I have my GVM lights up tonight. And I bought soft boxes. So that was one of my Christmas presents. So I've got these kind of round soft boxes. I can show them to you guys on Amazon, but I'm planning on doing an entire video on lighting, and we're going to use those lights. So Stay tuned for that. If you're new to the channel, this is the pre-show where we make sure that the audio's on. I need to put my logo up in the corner because I forgot to do that. Gotta itch my nose. And yeah, so how's y'all's holiday been? Mine was really, really good. I gave my Xbox to my daughter, and then I went and found a used one that looked like coffee had been spilled on it, but so far it's been working fine. So got an Xbox back, got this comfy chair. What else did I get? I got a grill, an indoor grill, but I took that back to Best Buy. Yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, I've really enjoyed hanging out with you guys on the club. If you guys don't know about the club, we're going to do some tutorials on the club tonight, because we've had some technical difficulties with I've been using forums for years, but you kind of forget that other people haven't. So I'm going to be doing some tutorials and putting them up in the club, and put a whole section on how to use the club. And if you don't know what the club is, I can share the club with you right now. I'm going to go ahead and log into it so you know it's good. So first thing we're going to talk about tonight is the club. What I'm trying to do this year for 2021. 2021 is here in a couple days, y'all. So this is the last stream of 2020. Got to be honest, I'm kind of happy to see 2020 go away, but we'll see what happens. A lot of good things happen. I got over 1,000 subscribers in 2020. Learned how to work from home and be alone most of the year. But a lot of stuff's happened. So it's been a good year, but kind of just ready to move on. But check it out, y'all. Let me get myself situated. I want to put some coffee over there, and I'm going to take a little bite of what I made real quick. It's a pre-show, guys. So this is the club, and the URL is plain and simple. I'm going to grab the link, and I'm going to add it to banner. All right, so we are here at club.seaninestudios.com, and this is an online forum that several of you have signed up for, and we have been chatting for the last couple of weeks. I'm starting to put different categories on here, and if there's a category you guys want to talk about, we can put it on here. And what this is going to do is it's going to help me understand my viewers, so that when I put videos out, I can get an idea of what kind of stuff you guys are into. Okay. Sorry. Had a little mustache hair on my tone. But like, for instance, here's the introductions page. And we've got several people have introduced themselves. So there are many people that you see on this live chat every Tuesday night. We've got Nacho. He's in the chat tonight. We've got Brent. He's here. And I thought Steve had done the intro, but I guess not. But Steve has posted several posts on here. I think he's in the photography drone section. Let's see what we got here. Yep, here's Steven Drones, who you see every week on the chat. He's putting videos up that he has taken from his YouTube channel. And it should show up right here, but I'm not sure why it's not. It might just be lagged. But one of the things that that you do with sorry, let me pause and think about what I'm about to say. One of the things that that forums do is they let you put different types of media on the forum, but it's done in such a way that you don't upload to a forum. You kind of share what's already there. I'll give you a quick example in the breaking news section. Brent did it and I did it. Oh wait, it's not in the. Wait, where was it? Where'd you put that? Maybe it was an FPV. Yep. So I'll do my my post just because I did it. But this image was right off of Insta360's website, and I right-clicked. You can right-click on it, and you can copy the image address. So we can do an example. Let's do this image. So we'll copy the image address. And this is just an example. If I want to post a new reply, I hit post a new reply, and then it gives me kind of like a word, like this is called a WYSIWYG. But what you see is what you get. It's what WYSIWYG means. But it's just a place where you can add bolded text, you can add underline, you can quote something someone else said, different things like that. But if I wanted to put bolded text on here, I would push the B button. And then what it's done is it's put kind of like a little HTML tag right there, and you write in the middle of it. So I've got check out the new Oculus Quest. And then I'm going to enter, and maybe enter another time just to separate the image. And then I'm going to hit the image button. Now, here's a helpful tip. When you roll over, it shows you how to do it. So see how it says insert image, and then it has image, then the URL of the image, and then image again. Okay. So what's missing here is just the URL to the image. So I'm going to paste all that code that leads us to that image. And then I'm just going to hit the preview. And this is what my post looks like. Right here, you can see check out the new Oculus Quest, and there's an image of the Oculus Quest. And if I want to add more to it, I can come down here and say, this is totally awesome. Okay. And yeah. And then if I wanted to add a YouTube video to it, I've added this new YouTube tag. So if you roll over it, it says YouTube, then video ID, then YouTube. So we're going to put that in there. And then all I really want is the ID of the video. So if I have a video up and I want to share it, I'll click here, and in the link, you've got this little extra code right here, and that's the ID. Now, you don't want to copy everything. You just want to copy the, well, it's not letting me. So we're going to copy that. We're going to come over here, and we're going to grab just this code out of it. Okay, and that's how you do a YouTube video. So let's see what this looks like. Now this works sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. Let's try that again. Oops. Let's go ahead and submit it, and then See what it does. So we might need to give it a little bit. So we're going to hit it one more time. Well, this is a horrible presentation, Sean. It's okay. This does actually work, but for now, yeah. Let's try this one more time. All right, well, that's not working. But I don't want this here, so I'm going to go ahead and delete it. But yeah, that's the club, guys. So if you would like to join the club, it's free. All you got to do is go here and register, and just hang out with us. Let me know in the chat something that you would like to show up on here. Something that Brent wanted to add last week was automated flight. So now there's an automated flight section where we talk about apps or built-in automation. So built-in automation would be like the Paradenofi's flight plan or DJI waypoints. I'm going to put Unique's curved cable cam, it's hard to say, on here, as well as Evo's waypoints. And then on automated flight apps, we've got Drone Link and Litchi. So I saw Brent mention something about Drone Link earlier. Let's see what he has to say. I'll add more info about Drone Link mapping experience to the club. My photos are currently processing on the Maps Made Easy server. That's awesome. So something Brent has done, he's used Drone Link to map, I believe, the farm, if I'm not mistaken. And he's already put it on Maps Made Easy for processing. So we're going to get to see a map that he's done on Drone Link. So that's pretty awesome. And, you know, my channel is to build community and to kind of bring people together with like-minded ideas. Brent is actually smarter than me. And he mentions things all the time and teaches me stuff on my channel. So I'm really interested to see what his maps look like, to see what he's learned. And the club is a place where, like, I choose to make a YouTube channel, but not everybody wants to be on camera all the time. Not everybody wants to make up videos. They don't have time to edit things, but they still have wonderful knowledge. So the club is a place for anybody to share their knowledge and help us all grow together. All right. So that's the club. Next, we're going to talk about Seaninestudios. This is just a simple website that I've put together that has links to everything that we talk about. So this is the link to Seaninestudios.com. What we've got here is videos. So as I add new videos to my YouTube channel, they'll automatically come here. So there's the Christmas video that I made. You know, all my live streams are on here. This is actually the full playlist of my channel. And then I'm putting little playlists on here as I get them ready. But here's live streams. Here's the Paradenofi, one of my favorite drones. On here, you can go buy. There's an Amazon link, information about the Paradenofi. So I'm going to try to put, like, you know, when I do YouTube videos, I'll do like 6 or 7 videos about a specific product. On here, I can tell everybody about that product, what I've learned. I can come back here and edit it, and maybe even set up comments so you guys can comment on here as well. Next, we have the gear button. On the gear button, we have my Amazon shop. So if you'd like to buy something that I talk about, usually I have, like, tonight we're going to talk about the Oculus Quest. So I've got a bunch of gear here talking about the Oculus Quest. One thing would be this anchor cable, which is Where's the anchor cable? Well, here's a couple cables. This is a cable that's $39, and it does the same thing as this $79 Oculus Link cable. My friend did purchase the actual Oculus Link cable, and he said it was way better than his anchor cable, but this works just fine for me. There's also an extended strap for the Oculus Quest. You can get the Oculus Quest 2 or the original Oculus Quest. They both are very good devices. You can get a stand. So that is the gear page. Okay. Join the club takes you to the club. So we just talked about the club. Amazon Deals is a place that you can help out the channel just by clicking on things. If you click here on this banner and go to Amazon and buy anything, you help out the channel. So if you're already going to buy something on Amazon, just come here, click this link right here, and then go to Amazon and then you help pay for some of the things I review on this channel. Because I'm not sponsored by anybody. I get all of my income for the YouTube channel through ad revenue. And the last thing we're going to talk about is the shop. I'm going to take this. Well, no, we can leave that banner up. I have added a new design to the shop, and it is called iFly Whoop. And this is kind of like, the iFlight bumblebees, or like the Cine Whoops that you have around, that you put like action cameras on them. This is the first in my FPV, going towards my FPV line. But here you can buy hoodies, you can buy hats, you can buy aprons if you like to grill or cook. You can get bags. There's stuff for ladies and men. Here's my hexacopter. So I believe Steven Drones purchased one of my hexacopter hoodies, one that zips up. This isn't all the products, I don't think. But yeah, so we got iFly Hex. So that's the shop. And speaking of the shop, we had our first purchase last week on the live stream. This was purchased by Steven Drones, and he purchased the iFly Hex hat. I think it looks pretty cool. He's got it on his unique Typhoon H Plus right there. And so it looks pretty cool. Here's him with the hat on, looking pretty dapper. Check that stud out right there. So yeah, there's a happy customer, and he bought a zip up hoodie. Looks like he likes to wear zip up hoodies. So that's pretty awesome. Yep, Steven Drones, you made the show. So I really appreciate that. He purchased 3 things last week. So he helped out the channel. So actually, this might be what he got. Did you get this one? Where it's a zip-up hoodie in the front, and then it's got the logo on the back. Is that the one you got? Or did you get the hexacopter one? Let's see, where's that at? There's the iFly Whoop one. Maybe there's not a hexacopter version. So anyway, that's the shop. So pretty cool. So we're going to go back to here. We're going to turn the banner off. I'm going to put my logo up in the corner. So that's pretty cool, guys. So that's all the stuff that I wanted to talk about in the pre-show. Now it's 7 o'clock. Hopefully the people will start running into the show. We got Diego Del Rosario here. Haven't seen him in the chat before, but welcome. Not sure what that means. But happy birthday, Black Hole. All right. Drone Mod BR, what's up? Welcome to the chat. So Brent says zip-up hoodies are far more superior than pullovers. Yeah, zip-up hoodies, you don't mess up your hair when you put them on. I have an issue with messing up my hair. Once I mess up my hair, like there's all kinds of comb overs going on up here that once I finally get it where I want it, then yeah, don't move it. So I'm going to go. I'm going to turn that off. So yeah, do you guys want to talk about the Oculus Quest 2? The Oculus Quest 2 is right behind me. It's this guy. So yeah, let's go into that. We have coming up, we have a video from Nacho Rolling. Going to show a short clip. Also going to show a short clip of mine. Let me pull that up. I'm going to limit it to short clips because last time I played YouTube on the live stream, it kind of died quickly. So I'm not sure how the internet's going to be tonight. Oh, by the way, I know a lot of you guys know that I live in Nashville, Tennessee. I was here for Christmas morning. There was a bomb that went off downtown. What was Christmas morning? Is that Friday morning or was that Thursday? So Friday morning, a bomb went off downtown Nashville at the AT&T building that took out telecommunications for like 6 states. Like there was Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, and St. Louis. So if you think of like Nashville's AT&T is like a hub for all the surrounding areas, they took out that one spot and knocked out internet and phones for all AT&T customers in like 6 states. Okay. I didn't get my phone back until Saturday night. And then I didn't. So my whole house was without television, internet, and phones. My wife and I went over to Starbucks just so that we could Facebook everybody and let them know we were okay. And let everybody know that if they were trying to get a hold of us, that we would not be able to talk to them because of all that was going on here in Nashville. So we do have, and then I got internet on Sunday. So we got internet just in time to see the Titans get their butts kicked by the Packers. And then, but I was happy because I have a friend that plays for the Packers. Lucas Patrick was in my small group back in the day at church. But so anyway, we have internet, but I think they're running our internet off of like these mobile trucks because the hub downtown is still not fixed. So it's a little crazy, but I'm very thankful we have internet tonight. And so, yeah. So Brent brought up a great point. Eat More Possum said that Drone Mod BR has a great channel. So what I want you guys to do is not necessarily leave this live stream, but if you go to everybody that's chatting in the chat tonight, if you go to their channel and check their channel out, either at a later time or just, make a bookmark of it. If you hit the 3 dots next to their name, actually, I can show that to you. Let's do that. I got to watch an ad. I don't know. Do I get ad revenue from ads that I watch myself? Like, I feel like that's an impression, right? All right. So we're going to share my live stream. It's going to be kind of weird, but let's do that. So what we do, and you can see the lag. See the lag there? But what you do is, let's talk about Drone Mod VR. So if I go over here and I click on the 3 dots next to his name, oh, it didn't work. Maybe because I'm the moderator, it's not working. Well, I forgot how to do it. I used to show people how to do this all the time. Well, I don't remember how to do it. You used to be able to right click on their name and it would send you to their, you could like go to their channel or whatever. Oh, okay. So Brent's smarter than me. He always comes in with these awesome tidbits. So yeah, Brent, our internet. So even our TV, we don't have antennas anymore. Our internet is YouTube TV, which our TV is YouTube TV, which requires internet. Internet was down and the phones were down. So the kids couldn't watch any of their channels. Like they couldn't watch Disney Plus or anything like that. It was crazy. So after the live chat, you can just go back and see, like fast forward through the live stream and see who commented, and you can go to their channels and subscribe to them. I really want to build up a community, but drone mod, I would really like you to go here and join the club. It's really simple. It's really easy. It's an online forum where you can share videos from your YouTube channel. You can share ideas, things that you would like to see on my channel. Maybe I'll like your channel enough to bring you on as a guest. Little things like that. So that's what that is. All right. So it is 7:09. We are about to start the show. I know I've been talking for a while. But yeah, let's talk about the Oculus Quest. Let me get another swig of coffee. I feel like I'm very lit. Am I lit too much? Nacho, how am I lit? Do I need to tone it down a little bit? I think I'm going to tone it down a little bit. I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, I like the way that looks a lot better. It almost made the background just like disappear. And it's soft light because I got soft boxes now. All right. We're in the money. Nacho just said yes. I don't know what he said yes to. Reduce. Redust. Done reduced. I don't know how to say that. All right. I actually want to make myself full screen just so I can see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right. Something else is my white screen is acting as a white box right in front of me. A soft box. But so we're going to talk about the Oculus Quest. And just a reminder, if you go to my Amazon shop from Seaninestudios, so if you hit gear on Seaninestudios.com, you'll be taken to my Seaninestudios idea board. And there's an Oculus Quest idea board where you can get Oculus Link. You can get face pads for your Oculus Quest. This is a great place to get accessories. Here's the official. This is the official bag for the Oculus Quest if you want to take it places. This is the bag and the strap. So that's all good. So let's talk about the Oculus Quest. Right here, it's $299. There are a couple versions. There are, it's starting at $299, and then there is a version with a lot more memory. Nacho's got his on the way. Super exciting. Now, Nacho's been kind of not too excited about the Oculus because he's blind in one eye, but he's getting one for his son. And now he's excited about sharing stuff with his son on the Oculus Quest. So he sent me a video that I'm going to show you that video now. Oops. Now, the quality of this video might not look like it's in 4K because it's not. The entire video is in 4K, but when you have a video that's 360 or VR, that 4K, like what you see in your view is about 1080, and then the rest of the video is kind of stuff that you can't see, and I'll show you. So you can come around here, and there's his drone up there. But the DJI Mavic Pro, you can see it's wiggling about because it's defying gravity up there. But his video's super smooth. Nacho, what are you using here? Are you using the Insta360? I can't remember what you had. You had the Insta361 that dropped in the water, right? Is this the one? I was trying to see the reflection here, but I can't tell. But this is Nacho flying along. And if you have an Oculus Rift, if you have an Oculus Rift or an Oculus Quest or an Oculus Go even, you can download YouTube. All right, I want to pause it right here. There's Nacho right there. There he is. You can always tell it's Nacho because he's got his two hands in front of him because he's flying the drone, and he's got his bag right sitting at the table right next to him. But didn't want to do that. So yeah, something that's really, really cool in VR is that, us as drone pilots, we fly these drones around, and you always kind of see what's coming out of the front. but you don't always have a camera on the back of you. So, like we found Nacho, he's right there. He's flying away from where he is. But that's a really cool view. And most of the times we don't see that when we're flying the drone forward. That's a cool shot. Check out the parallax of the clouds on the water mixed with the land. Like, it looks fake. It looks so cool. You know what I mean? But what you can do is, I like to do VR sitting down because I kind of lose my balance a little bit. And Nacho was wanting me to say some tips. If you feel nauseous or you feel sick, I would do it sitting down. It really helps. Same way with FPV flying. If you're sitting down, it works really well. So it looks like he flew over the power lines before, and now he's flying under the power lines. And he's flying really fast. So yeah. So that's Nacho's FPV, or that's Nacho's 360 camera hanging from the bottom of his drone. I'll put this one up. So Nacho was flying with the Insta360 One X. So Nacho said he's really excited, but he'll be puking in 3 minutes. It is, I will say, the first time that I did a video. Actually, we can play that video, and mine's not as good a quality as mine's not as good a quality as Nacho's. Because it was actually, this one's probably better quality because it was done with the Max. But the first one that I ever did was this one. It was the Garmin Verb. So the Garmin Verb 360. Well, we're gonna watch an ad. So the Garmin Verb 360 was my favorite 360 camera for a long time. And so this is a video of that. There's my logo 3 times or 2 times. But as you can see, the quality is not as good as Nacho's because this is a camera that was about a year older than the one that he shot with, maybe 2 years older. Garmin Verb 360 was, but there's me back there, and I'm hiding behind my truck. And then something that's interesting about this video is there was a shadow on the ground that I patched, and I didn't do a very good job of patching it. Like, it looks okay right there, but I tried to use Final Cut Pro's patch, but the grass is going in a completely different direction. And you see it like wobble and stuff, but we're not going to focus on that. When I did this at first, I put my Oculus Go on and I almost threw up because I was very nauseous looking down at, it's like vertigo. Like, you just kind of look over the edge of you're going to fall or something like that. But this is one that I did. And then this one's a lot better. This is the 360 version of it. So this is my original Unique Typhoon H, not the Plus, but the original. Which I'm kind of sad that I had sold it because now I kind of want to use it again. But filming with the GoPro over there. Got a leaf and a PlayStation ad. Here we go. Now this looks pretty bad until the landing gear goes up. And then it's pretty cool. So let's see when the landing gear goes up. Come on. I want to show you guys the landing gear, and it's taking forever. There it goes. All right, so now that the landing gear's up, the drone's up there. But if you don't ever look up at the drone, it looks pretty cool. And what I did here is I flew really, really slow with the drone, so that I wouldn't get very nauseous. But it's really cool to be able to look around. But what makes you nauseous is your eyes moving in one direction and your body not moving at all. So you'll see a lot of these virtual tours that people will do, and they'll just move really, really slow. Something else with putting a 360 camera on a drone, you want to put it underneath the drone. Unless you want the drone in the shot. The drone is really cool to like fly around and stuff and have that kind of video. But if you put this under the drone, then you can look straight down. You can look over. Yeah. And you're not interfering with the GPS on top of the drone. So there's that. So let's talk about the Quest. What does the Quest actually do? The Quest is, so here's a little bit of history. There was a Rift, Oculus Rift, and you had to use a PC that was hefty enough to handle really good intensive graphics, like lots of graphics at a time. So a really good graphics card. You need a lot of memory. There were all these specs that your computer had to have so you could run VR. Main thing was, I think it's RAM and the graphics card is what you really needed to run the Rift. And then you had to have an HDMI port, and you had to have multiple USB 3 ports to run all these sensors all over your room, and you had to point them in a specific place. And there's just all this craziness that had to go with using the Oculus. I'm gonna put this down. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on just to use the Oculus Rift. And then the Oculus Go came out, and it was mobile, but it wasn't very good. Like, it was a mobile phone pretty much on your face. So it had some decent processing, but not like amazing processing. You really couldn't do what you could do on a computer. Then the Quest came out, and it was like a happy mix between mobility and really good graphics. Like, they put some really good stuff in the Oculus Quest. And then a year later, they decided to make a cable that you plugged your Oculus Quest into your computer, and all of a sudden you could use your Oculus Quest as a Rift. So when that happened, I sold my Oculus Rift. I had the Rift and the Rift S. And now I just use my Quest as my Oculus Rift. So all you need to get into VR on your PC, if you've got a PC that's powerful enough, you can use the Oculus Quest or the Oculus Quest 2 as your VR headset for both. You've got the Oculus Quest store as well as the Oculus Rift store. But it's untethered your expectations, the Oculus Quest 2. Explore awe-inspiring games and experiences with unparalleled freedom. So this is right off of their website, guys. I'm not plagiarizing because we're looking at the website together, right? You've got controllers. So this is what the controller looks like. it fits in your hand, and you've got a trigger on the bottom and you've got a trigger on the top, and then you've got these 4 buttons. On this controller, I've got an X and a Y, and on that controller, I've got an A and a B. It's got tethers for your wrists, but I generally don't use those. Let's see what this is. So here's a quick little intro video. It's really a beautiful device, guys. So it's got a Snapdragon XR2, 50% increase in pixel resolution from the original. The batteries last longer. And there's some amazing games. So right there, there's Ready Player One, or not Ready Player One, Population One. I don't remember what the name of it is. We'll have to look at it. Wireless all-in-one. PC VR capability, starting at $299. That's awesome, guys. Blazing fast processor and next gen. Next level hardware, redesigned controllers, PC VR compatible, and easy setup. So here's some of the games. If you guys are into Star Wars, it's awesome, because once you put the Oculus Quest on your face, you are in the middle of Star Wars. This is a game, Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, and we're going to play just a little clip of this game. You are literally in space. You start out in a spaceship, and you're walking around this massive spaceship. You get to interact with aliens. You get to fight aliens that are trying to take over your ship. It's just an immersive story, and it's really, really cool. You get to hang out with aliens. You get to C-3PO and R2-D2 are in the game. Like, it's just, you can play games. Like, it's just awesome. It's just a really cool game. Let's see if we can get to the part where C-3PO is in it. There. So there's R2-D2, C-3PO. You can have a conversation with C-3PO. Things you couldn't do back in the day before VR. The climb is very immersive, but Nacho, this is something that you might throw up playing. But amazing, beautiful landscapes. And it's just, you just climb is what you do. Your arms actually get really tired. But if you're scared of heights, this is a game that I probably wouldn't get, because it's something that is very, very high. Population One is what I was thinking of. This is kind of like Fortnite, where you've got a gun, and you're in like this massive map. Yeah, and so you can climb anything, you can build, get your health up. I mean, it's a cool little game. Here's the Oculus Link that I was telling you guys about. This is a cable that you would use to plug into your computer. Now I got the Anchor because before I updated my graphics card, I didn't have a USB-C on my PC. That's hard to say. USB-C on my PC. But now I do. But I purchased, there's a link on my idea board to a cable where you can just use USB. This is everything that you comes with 2 controllers, the headset, and a charging cable. And then it makes a gap between your face and the Oculus Quest. So if you wear glasses, it kind of pushes them out a little bit. So here's the pricing. Right now, as of this video, there's $299 for the 64 gig version. I bought the 256 gig version so I could put all my games on it. And it is $399. There's the Oculus Quest 2 Elite strap, and it replaces this strap to more of like a ball cap type strap. And then there's an Elite 2 strap with a battery pack and carrying case, which is $129. Here's the carrying case. There's a Quest 2 Fit Pack. So yeah, that's that. So let's look at some more of the apps and the games. Nacho said he's going to stick to playing Minecraft. Minecraft on the Oculus Quest is actually awesome. Or maybe I played it on the Oculus Rift. But it's very cool. So here's Population 1. I think that's an awesome game. There's The Climb we already talked about. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. This is something that if you're prone to back problems, like I try to stay away from games that are going to scare the poo out of me. But this is a game, if you like zombies, you can have a bunch of zombies just chase you. So if that's something that satisfies you, then there you go. And then I want to talk about Rift games, because you can actually play Rift games on your Oculus Quest if you have a cable. Stormland is one of the coolest VR games you could play. It's made by, who is it made by? Insomniac. So if you've ever played the Ratchet and Clank games on PlayStation, the Insomniac games are the people that made this game, Stormland. And here's kind of a clip of it. And you're kind of like Johnny Five from Short Circuit back in the 80s. And you've kind of like you've been brought back online, and you're going through and trying to figure out what happened in the past. Like, why is your race of robots, why were they destroyed? The funny thing is, like, you go around and there's all these corpses of robots, and you find a guy that has like a good arm, and you rip his arm off and you put it on yourself, and you upgrade yourself as you find the remains of other robots. But it's a super cool game. I love that game, actually. Lone Echo is very cool. There's another game that I don't know if any of you guys have played. This is a game back in the 90s called Myst. There is a VR version of Myst. This game right here, Path of the Warrior, is a game like Double Dragon. Do you guys remember Double Dragon back in the day? Watch this intro. It's pretty cool. I can even hear the music of Double Dragon in my head. But it like puts you in VR, and all of a sudden you are in Double Dragon fighting against all these goons. It's awesome. It's really, really cool. But so the Oculus Quest and the Rift are not just for gaming. I wanted to see if there are so here's an example of experiences that you can experience through the VR headset. One experience would be Nacho's drone video or my drone videos. But there's like educational videos in VR. People will take you to the, people will take you to Antarctica, and you can hang out and watch the Northern Lights, or you can go to, like, one of my favorites was it's on the Quest. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's called Alcove. Yeah, Alcove. Now, this is like for retired people, okay? This is an app for people that, can't be with their families, especially right now for COVID. I think this is one of the coolest apps ever. Because you can, if everybody in your family got one for Christmas, you can sit in the room with your family member and just hang out. You can be socially distanced, but you can be sitting right next to them on the couch. Also, if like you're working from home, you can hang out with, the people that you work with. If you're used to eating lunch together with your colleagues or hanging out, making a cup of coffee in the break room, and you just kind of miss that social interaction with people. This is something, it's a free app. But the coolest thing is you can travel all over the world. That's a couple old people hanging out. But you can watch these videos from like Greece, or you can go in the ocean. And, I'm terrified of scuba diving. I'm afraid I'm going to drown. So I've never been scuba diving. But here's a game where you can play checkers or chess with someone. Even like card games, like those kind of interactions with other people, multiplayer is awesome. I'm going to get the name of the game wrong, but I've played it a lot. Catalan? Let me see if I can find it. I don't know the name of it. But Alcove is Nacho. I would definitely have your son get Alcove just because you can go travel around and watch things. Here's Myst right here. So on the Quest 2, you get to be inside of Quest. This is kind of a trailer. It's not much of a trailer. Like, it doesn't show you gameplay or anything like that. But there's the island of Mist, and you actually get to be inside, like, on the island. It's very cool. I'm trying to look for more experiences because all these are really games. Something else that I didn't tell you guys about is Venues. Venues is awesome. The first venue I was ever a part of was when I watched the World Cup, where like I was sitting on the 50-yard. It's not the 50-yard line. I was sitting in the half point line, whatever that's called, midfield, and you could watch the game. And then whenever something would happen, a big screen would come on top of the field, and you could see the replay, and then it would go back. But it was like I was sitting on the sideline at the game of the World Cup, and it was brilliant. So any kind of sports game that you can watch in VR is just awesome because it's 3D. You're there. But this is Venues. And basically what you do is you make, since Facebook bought Oculus, they have these avatars that you make. So you kind of make an avatar that looks like yourself. They don't have beards yet, so I look like a 12-year-old. But you can hang out with people, watch concerts. I watched, here's a comedy set. I watched Steve Aoki. It was an awesome concert. It's just really cool to be a part of a concert with other people. You can silence everybody out if you want to, or you can talk to people while you're watching the show. It's pretty awesome. And all that kind of stuff is free. And then there's a thing called Next VR. And it's not on there. But yeah. So something else that I have planned for you guys is I have a video of kind of what it looks like inside the Oculus. So this is me in my menu, and this might make you kind of dizzy. But this is what the menu looks like in the Oculus Quest. You've got a library, you've got friends. It hooks up to Facebook, so you can see like Facebook friends that are on there. You can actually invite people to your party just like Xbox and just hang out with them and chat with them while you're doing your things. You can go ride a roller coaster with them, or you can watch a movie with them. Another thing that's really awesome is big screen. And there's big screen, and there's also virtual PC, I think. Those are two apps that are awesome. But so there's YouTube VR, big screen, Netflix. Just kind of running through. I'm talking in this video, but I don't think virtual reality is awesome. It's an awesome game. But these are things that I have. And I wanted to go in here and do kind of a demo. But this is just some footage that I recorded for my Oculus Quest unboxing. That'll be the next video that I'm putting out. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. There we go. All right. So this is what YouTube VR looks like in the Oculus Quest. And I don't know why I'm not the first Sean that comes up, but it's always Sean Mendez is the first Sean that shows up. But this is what I find when I type Sean Ide. And then you can filter out your videos for VR 180 videos. What? I didn't expect that. So this is how VR 180 shows up in YouTube VR in the headset. And this is only showing the left eye, but there's actually a left and a right eye. But I recorded this entire video in VR 180. Pretty sure it's with the what's the name of that camera? I can't remember the name of the camera. little white camera. I can't remember. There's my Segway. I got rid of that thing after I wrecked, and Nacho laughed at me. But it's really, really cool. One of the other things that I did was I recorded my son's graduation from elementary school. And his video in elementary school, my wife couldn't be there because she was a teacher at, there's me playing with my hair with the controller. But yeah, you can kind of ride on my back, piggyback, while I'm riding through the trails on my Segway, walking through the mud. But yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool to be the filmer of the video and then watch it. Eat More Possum. No, it's not a Ricoh. It's a Lenovo Mirage. Yes, I remembered it. Lenovo came out with a VR 180 camera that's white, and then there is a. They also had a headset that came with it. I sold the headset already, and when I find my Insta360 Evo, I'm going to get that out and maybe do some VR videos this year. Now, to be a professional in VR 180, you really need something like gosh, I can't think of cameras tonight. You really need something that records like 6K or 8K in both eyes. But all of the consumer headsets can still only handle 4K. So I think you're going to be okay. This is something that I recorded at a birthday party my kids were at. And this is the bumper cars in like a bowling alley. And you can see how it fades to black. What I love about VR 180 is, you can point the camera in a direction. Something you can't do with 360-degree cameras is you can't hide from the video. One of the biggest challenges was always not being in the shot and making sure your camera didn't fall. Okay, so you'd put your camera on this tiny stick, and it was top heavy and all this kind of stuff, and then you had to kind of just hope your camera didn't fall down and hit the concrete or something like that. With VR 180, you still get a VR experience. What's cool is you get a 360-degree experience. And then but you can hide behind the camera. You can stand right behind it and make sure it doesn't fall over. You don't have to you can use a regular tripod instead of a a monopod that's not very stable, things like that. This is a 360-degree video that I made with the GoPro Max back in October, I think, when I was at the beach. And yeah, so what's cool is this was a vacation that I had a great time. Right now it's freezing cold out. Well, it's not freezing cold today, but it's been snowing here. I can go to the beach and I can hang out at the beach. And watch a video that I made. I don't know if that's the end of it or what. I wasn't watching where I clicked. Let's see what we got going on over here. All right, this is just kind of an intro VR experience. One thing that's like VR technology is not as good as like the Xbox Series X, just because you have to show 4 times as much video as you would on a flat screen. So a lot of VR experiences will be kind of cartoony like this, or like Tron, kind of looks like Tron or whatever. But still very, very cool experiences because you get to look at what you want to look at. Something that I've noticed, if you play VR for a long period of time, your neck kind of hurts because you spend all your time looking around, which you do that normally, but you've got a weight on your face. And if you balance it out with a battery pack on the back, then it's not as bad. But if you don't have a battery pack on the back, all the weight's on the front. And so it does put some strain on your neck. So I can only take maybe 2 or 3 hours of VR and then I'm spent. Another thing that's great about the cable is your battery will die in your Quest if you have it plugged into your computer. But if it is kind of trickle charging, so it doesn't get as bad quickly. Something that I was hoping Insta360 would come out with, they kind of teased us with it with the Insta360 1R. They had this, it was a 3D mod. And I'm still waiting for that 3D mod, and I might end up just making that 3D mod myself. Because I have the aerial edition, and I might just use the components to make a 3D mod. But I would really, really like to use the 3D mod. All right, so what do we got going on here? Let's see what else I'm going to go into. I purchased Onward. I don't like it, actually. So it's like kind of like a Call of Duty. Next VR is the one that I really wanted to show you guys. But I'm not sure what we're doing here. Yeah, that's the end of that video. So that's it. This is the Oculus Quest 2. I've got my manual focus on, so I need to get up and but yeah. So Eat More Possum says 3D mod on a drone. One of my next videos, and I have it right here. I need to do a review on it so I can get my money back from this guy. But the company is Sunny Life, and this is it's a camera mount for like a tripod mount, quarter 20 mount for the DJI Mavic Air 2. And so when it's nice enough to fly and it's not super insanely windy, I like to put extra weight on my drones on days that are not full of wind, because putting a camera on top can act as a sail. But I'm definitely planning on putting a camera on a drone. Let me share my screen one more time. These are like, I've got several idea boards that have 360 cameras in them. But I wanted to show you a specific one. There's one for 360 cameras. I don't have it completely updated, but these are all different kinds of cameras that you can make VR videos, and basically use this cable or the charging cable that it comes with, I think, to hook it up to your computer, and then you can sideload actual files. So the YouTube video that I showed you earlier is streamable, but as you guys know, YouTube kind of compresses things, so it's not as pretty as it would be. But this is a camera. This is the Samsung Gear VR, and I actually have one right here. This camera doesn't take the best video just because it has it's not very it doesn't do stabilization at all, but it's got such a big lens on it, and it's got a nice sensor that I've got two of them, and I'm planning on trying to make a VR 180 rig, but I'm not sure I'll do that. This, where'd it go? Did I lose it? No, they're up here. This is actually a pretty cool design. This is the Candel Q-Cam, and it has a 360. It's a 360 camera, but it also can bend over to a VR 180 camera. So that's pretty cool, except it's off-centered. I really want something that's centered. So that's those. Nope. But this is the VR 180 set. And this is a rig that I put together for a guy on Facebook. He was wondering what these pieces were, so I put this rig together so he could buy all the pieces. But check this camera out. This is Views XR. It's a 360 camera that looks like that most of the time, but then it can pop out to a VR 180. So I think this would be cool on a drone. I just don't know if you can flip it upside down. He's flipping it upside down, but I don't know if you can. But I think that's really cool technology. And then let me get out of that. And I want to find the 3D mod. It's a 360. If you're watching me, I want this so bad. Even if you want to send me your prototype, make it happen. But yeah, we'll put this up. Shout out to Mick. This is his website, 360 Rumors. So this is the Insta360 1R, and they have several different mods. They've got a 360 mod. They've got a 4K mod, and then this is the 1-inch edition. This is a 1-inch sensor by Leica, and it is an insanely awesome camera. And it's modular, so you can just buy another lens, and all of a sudden you have this 3D mod. This would be a VR. This would be a VR mod. And here's where a guy made it. That's interesting. Whoa, I haven't seen this yet. I actually might be doing this. All right, I just saw something that I'm planning on doing. Actually, I might figure this out this week. But so you could do VR 180 with the 360 mods, or you could do 4K in 3D, or you could do the 1-inch edition in 3D, which would be beautiful. So Anyway, that's that. What time is it? It is 8 o'clock. It's over, guys. I have talked my butt off tonight. I'm just kidding. So, Nacho said, can you stream from the Oculus? There is a live streaming feature, but it's just to Facebook. So when the Oculus Quest originally came out, there was a hack that you could do. You could create a live stream to Facebook and not share it with anybody, and then download the video after it was done. And that was how people were actually posting videos from the Oculus Quest. The video that I showed you was you can record straight to the memory of the device, or I think it's just the memory of the device. It doesn't take an SD card, but you can record. You can record your experience, but you can't record anything copyrighted. So you can't just record a concert or a comedy show or anything like that. So, yeah, that's it. You can, I can play through the Oculus Rift, like the Oculus Rift app on my PC. I can definitely screen record that and stream that. And I have streamed in the past. I wonder if any of that's still up. Wow. This is old school, guys. This is old school Seanide. Actually, this isn't even Seaninestudios. This is the VR channel that I made back in the day. But this is Oculus Rift. And you can see nobody's even chatted with me yet. This is sad. But let's see what we got. So let's see. Yeah. So this is me riding a bus using the Rift. And this is it's really hard to show what video looks like what VR video looks like, because it's not the same as if it's your eyes and what you're looking at. Watching a video of someone else being in VR doesn't do it any justice at all. But it's kind of neat. That was a VR camera that I was trying to get them to send me one so that I could reveal on my channel, but they kind of just laughed at me. So this is me using, not sure what I'm doing there. This is Dead and Buried 2. Pretty cool. It's kind of a cartoony shooting game, but you run around and join death matches and shoot and stuff. So I have actually live streamed from VR, and I could do this exact same thing from the Oculus Quest 2 because it acts as a VR. This is a game called Subnautica. It was actually too much for my computer at the time. I I think it keeps crashing. But yeah, something that was cool is I could run like this is in my house in my Oculus Rift, and you can put a TV up on the wall and you can make it your other computer monitor. So I actually had the live stream up on like a big screen TV in my house, and then I could watch the live stream, and I could, reply to people while I was in VR. Now you look like I'm looking over to in a crazy area. So yes, you can live stream. The Oculus Quest, you can only live stream on Facebook. But if you plug it into using the Oculus Rift as a cable, like using the Oculus cable, then you can do it that way. So, here's a good example. Actually, this is what I really want to do. Now, I'm not sure if this is real or not, but I just saw this. Available in February. So if that's available in February, it is on. It's coming to me. And how cool would that be on an FPV drone? All right. I think that's it for tonight, guys. I really appreciate all the people that came to the chat to hang out. Don't forget to join the club so we can hang out on other days other than Tuesday. Don't forget to go to Seaninestudios and purchase a shirt or a hat, or go to Amazon. But if there's not any merchandise there that you like, I'm going to put a merchandise t-shirt ideas on the club, so you can go there and request some type of t-shirt that you would like to wear. Things I can't do is I can't copyright anybody else, and it also needs to go along with my channel. But yeah, Stephen Jones says, "See you next year." Fitting. Next time we do studio sessions, it's going to be 2021. And it is going to be a good year, guys. I guarantee you that I am going to make it a good year for me and you. So let's do this thing. Hope you guys liked the video. Please like, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell for notifications of when I put out more live streams, videos on VR, videos on 360 videos. Wait, videos on 360, that's 360 videos. And regular cameras, action cameras. And yeah, have a wonderful night. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.